Before I start this truth about Jesus, this truth about who was the real Roman Empire, I just want to say to my black and brown people in America and all the Americas, North and South, I love you. Walk with me. Walk with each other. Be one, because we've been together for a long time and we've been lied to for too long. To my Latinos and Latinas, I know you the real cowboys, but yet Europeans claim they the cowboys when you look at movies. It was black cowboys, but they don't never want to give us no credit, show us no sincerity. I know the messengers of God was of our races, black and brown. But yet when you look at the images that the Vatican has painted of them, all of them Europeans. But yet when you go to their churches in Europe, in the Iberian Peninsula, they still got the same images of us. Now in the Quran is written, those who follow the Quran, the Jewish scriptures, the Christians, and the Sabians, any who believes in Allah and fears the last day shall have their reward with their Lord. On them shall be no fear, nor shall they grieve. And it goes on to say, Muslims, Christians, and Jews, not the ones we see today, the Hebrews, which is us, be not against each other, for your Allah and their Allah is one. Now I say that to say all this division between religions is falsehood. People who want to be in control created that to keep us divided. And it was Jesus who said, united we stand, divided we fall. And he was talking to the Hebrew races. And keep in mind, Jacob, his seed was 12. So it was 12 of us, 12 various races of black and brown. And they want you to believe that you was an African, but the truth is you are the first Asians, black and brown. Yeah, look in the Pacific today. Look at the people in Fiji. Look at the Aborigines in Australia. And you telling me that's not an ancient race? So with that being said, the time is now. Be united. Because the European nations are one. That's why they got a European Union. That's why they try so hard to keep us from the truth. They try so hard to make us believe as brown and people we different from each other, to keep us divided. But let's keep in mind, slavery didn't begin in Africa, my people. 1492, the Alhambra Decree, Granada, Spain. Slavery began in Europe with our people when Christopher Columbus was shipping slaves to South America. Those was black and brown, my people. That was the Moors and the Sephardic Jews, which today would be Latinos. And look it up. Look up the Negro Latinos with a D instead of the T. So I want to bring this all to say, before I get started on Jesus, we got to stand together. Because where I'm from, if somebody takes something from you and you know they did it, you suit up, boot up, mask up, strap up, and you go get it back. You don't just let that ride. So it's time that we rebuild the foundation of ourselves by reclaiming what is ours, which is our history. And we're going to do it with certainty. Because everything I tell you, I'm going to show you. I'm not just going to tell you. Jesus was the last black pharaoh. So Jesus knew about Isis and Osiris, while people want to claim that Jesus wasn't real and all of this, claiming that Christianity was forced on us. Be clear. Slavery began in Spain. That was 1492. Catholics overran us and forced a distorted religion upon us because they had took our holy books in the year like 300. It was a man named Nestorius. And then he put falsehood in it. He wanted to take all the scientific and allegorical meanings out of the Bible and use it for himself. He the one who wanted to do all the things that God said not to do and then preach that to mankind to bring us into sin and failure. It was in the 1600s that a black man named King James wrote the Bible. So my point is this right here, y'all. If slavery began in Spain, which it did when they were shipping us to the Americas with Christopher Columbus, how can you say that Christianity was forced on you when King James didn't even exist yet? So stop listening to these scholars. Stop listening to these black debaters. And let me make something real clear right now. I am not an Israelite. I'm led by God and him only. Man did not teach me what I know. God came from within. And to anybody sitting in the church, to anybody sitting in the mosque, what good is it if you sit there, but you don't even have God in your heart? You don't even have God in your intentions. That will make you nothing more than a hypocrite. The people that run people away from the faith. But hear the real and see the real for yourself. Now, who was Jesus? Jesus was the last black pharaoh of the holy bloodline that go back to the first dynasty of Egypt and even before that. Because keep in mind, Abraham migrated into Egypt from what was known as Ur in Mesopotamia. See, they want you to believe that you're just an African, but the truth is you are the first Asian. And all my people know we the first everything because we are old people. Now, with that being said, let's talk about Jesus. Look for yourself. Now, no other pharaoh, and look it up yourself, no other pharaoh has the titles and connotations of being a son of God and king of kings. Now, if you can find one, show it to me. Where was Nazareth really? See for yourself. Because these modern day fake Jews, they want you to believe that everything happened in Israel, modern day Israel, because they there now. But the truth is modern day Israel was always a part of Egypt. Always. Now let's continue forward. Who was the real Roman Empire? See for yourself. Beautiful black and brown people. See what was taken from you, because now they can't lie no more. These pictures came from what we call the Fayum portraits, the Fayum mummy portraits out of Egypt. These are their tombstones, the pictures of them. So what? They want you to believe that white people was in Egypt? No, that was ours, and we already knew that. But let's look at proof, because through proof comes unity to bring us back together once and for all. Rebuild God's kingdom because we are God's people. Jacob had 12 seeds, 12 tribes. That means we was 12 variations of black and brown. One though, one. Unite my people. We have no reason to be against each other when we got the whole world on our neck against us as it is. They want us to believe we different because that's what causes the division. They want us to be separate because if you put all the black and brown together in South America and North America, who can stand against us? And while my black people claiming that we Africans, keep this in mind. You migrated into Africa. You migrated into Egypt. Can you show me any Africans this day that claim Egypt? It's for a reason, because they knew that it was ours. They knew that the people there is the ones that the Africans sold into slavery in West Africa when we was trying to escape slavery happening to us in Granada, Spain. When we was trying to go back into Africa and they was letting us die from plague and disease and didn't want to let us in, capturing us and selling us as prisoners of war to Europeans. And ever since we left Africa, look at it now. Look at it now. Stand together, my people. This is not about being against Africans or none of that. This is about truth. And you ain't going to get nowhere by claiming falsehood. So with that being said, rebuild God's kingdom. And how do we do that? 1, through unity. 2, black and brown people, I love y'all. They want to make it like we the problem of the earth. They want to make it like we don't want to work. But the truth is, I see my Latino brothers out here doing construction, building up. I see my Latino brothers and sisters with a wonderful artwork. I see it. I see my black brothers and sisters taking care of their children, even through the struggle. I see my black brothers and sisters being aware and conscious of the wrongs that our people did in the past just to survive. But we don't want to take that path no more. We doing our best to do right. I see you out here working. I see you out here doing electrical work. I see you out here doing carpentry. I see you out here building your own businesses. Now, before I end this, God is Alpha and Omega, beginning and end. And with anything, I have learned that the way it begins is the way it ends. This nation began with European settlers who came as friends, but then turned around and spread a disease and decimated, killing millions of Native Americans. And then when the Native Americans died 1 year later, they began killing them through slaughter, attacking them. Do you not see that we living in the same times? An alleged virus killing off hundreds of thousands of people in America and millions of people worldwide. And once they feel like they got enough numbers of us going, you know what comes next. Be aware, my people, because the good Lord said, when he returns, be not sleep. Peace and blessings to my people forever. I love y'all, and it's time for us to love each other. And how do we rebuild? We come together, unite. We put our money together and build, and we protect it, because it ain't no sense in building anything that you can't protect, because that's an easy way to get it taken. I love y'all. Stay blessed.